Good evening, you're watching the news on Croatian television. According to the latest opinion poll, the HDZ continues to lead in party rating with 29% voter support. However, this is down by 4.5% over the past 4 months. The SDP is second with 20.6% support, down by 1.5% since October. The Živi Zid activist party has almost doubled its rating in the past 4 months and is currently third with 11.4% support. Most is fourth with 7%, while the Peasant Party, or HSS, would not pass the election threshold with a mere 3.2%. Meanwhile, 34.6% of citizens support the work of the government of Prime Minister Andrej Plenković, which is in its 14th month of its mandate. This is up by 1% from December. 49% of those polled do not support the work of the government. And according to those polled, the most important current event in the country is the ongoing border dispute between Croatia and Slovenia. The second most important event is the Agrokor crisis, while the debate on the Hague Tribunal's ruling against the so-called Bosnian Six is third. In other news, Administration Minister Lovro Kuščević announced today that citizens will spend less time dealing with administrative red tape this year. Speaking in an interview with the Croatian news agency HINA, Minister Kuščević said that along with the more efficient organization of the state administration and digitalization of public services, the e-citizen system will also be upgraded. The first changes, which are expected at the end of this month, will make parents' lives easier.
The e-newborn service will make it possible to register children within the e-citizen system. We expect this to be online by the end of January. As such, the arduous and time-consuming task of wandering from institution to institution to gather the necessary paperwork for a newborn will become a thing of the past.
4-year-old Rita, who was the recipient of a successful heart transplant yesterday, is still recovering from her 12-hour surgery. Her case was one of true cooperation and quick action on the part of doctors, the police, and government. Luck also played a key factor, as after her condition took a turn for the worse, she was given an artificial heart. And then, in record time, a donor heart was found and flown to Zagreb on the government jet.
At midnight, the phone rang with a heart for the child in Vienna. I couldn't believe it. We had only completed the operation to install the artificial heart a few hours earlier, and then we got the call that a real heart had been found.
Christians who observe the Julian calendar are celebrating Christmas today. The Metropolitan of Zagreb and Ljubljana led Mass at the Serbian Orthodox Cathedral of the Transfiguration of the Lord in Zagreb today. In his Christmas greeting, he reminded that peace starts within the family and that making peace with all people is how we express our love for God.
God is not a Croat or a Serb, nor is he an American, Englishman, or Hungarian, nor does God belong to some nation from the East. God is the one who is, and he is the Father of all people. We are all created in the image of God.
A statue of legendary boxer Mate Parlov was unveiled in the Istrian town of Fažana today. Parlov is the only Croatian boxer to have won every title in his weight class at the amateur and professional levels. He was named the greatest Croatian athlete of the 20th century. Parlov, who grew up in nearby Pula, spent the final years of his life in Fažana. He passed away on July 28, 2008 from lung cancer.
He rarely showed his emotions, but I am convinced that he would have been very happy today, and I hope that he is watching this and is always with us here. When I started boxing, when I would watch Mato, I thought that boxing was an easy sport, but quickly realized that it isn't easy. He just made it look easy. He was the best.
And taking a quick look at sports, in the 38th round of play in the regional EBL Hockey League, Zagreb's Medveščak beat Austrian side Red Bull Salzburg 5-4 in Zagreb this evening. The Bears are currently 6th in the 12-team league. They play Italian side Bolzano next on Friday. Moving to the regional ABA Basketball League, where Cedevita Zagreb beat crosstown rivals Cibona 91-68 last night. With the win, Cedevita is now first in the league with 27 points. Serbian side Red Star Belgrade and Budućnost from Montenegro have 26 points each and a game in hand. The other two Croatian teams, Zadar and Cibona, are 7th and 9th respectively in the 12-team league. And now the forecast for tomorrow. Predominantly dry throughout most of the country with only a slight chance of some light intermittent rain on the coast and in coastal areas. Morning fog in central parts of the country could linger until the afternoon. The east will see some sunny spells. There will be a strong to very strong southeasterly on the coast, reaching gale-force gusts in some places, especially on the open seas of the northern and central Adriatic. Morning lows of 2 to 7 degrees Celsius inland, 10 to 15 on the coast, will give way to unseasonably warm temperatures of 12 to 17 degrees. Cooler in central parts of the country at 8 to 11 degrees. The 3-day forecast for the interior calls for predominantly overcast skies with precipitation. Western parts of the interior will see heavy rains on Tuesday. Colder temperatures on Wednesday and Thursday will bring some sleet and snow to mountainous regions. Eastern parts of the interior will see some sun on Tuesday and Wednesday, but rain will move in on Thursday. The coast will see moderate to heavy cloud cover with rain, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday, when there could be some heavier downpours. A very strong southeasterly on Tuesday will weaken on Wednesday and shift to a northeasterly and northwesterly, bringing colder temperatures. And that wraps up the news. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night.